day, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to VIOC in Action. This your boy, Mr. Leon Hunt, better known as Mr. Rustbooks, one time for the one time can cool can quench. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. We have a very special show today, just like any other show. But guess what? Every single show up here is special because we on the show. And guess what, man? I got a real good guest for you guys today. We got a president live in the building today. And usually we usually talk to a lot of the athletes, but the administration and the board and them, they actually need time too, because the athletes got one point of view, and then we need to see what's going on with the administration too as well. So now we kind of got the gif of one side and the other side. We put both of them together, and then we all good to go. All right. So today we are talking with the Virgin Island Soccer Association President Frederick. How's it going, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me today.
Hey, no problem, no problem. So, how is the island of St. Croix?
Well, right now we're in the midst of preparing for COVID-19, but other than that, we're taking it in stride. COVID-19 coronavirus is taking over the world and it's spreading very fast. So we're doing our part also as an association to protect our members and our fans.
That's and you know what? Like it's so crazy where probably 2 weeks ago, all right, I'm gonna say three weeks ago, we was like, okay, everything's safe. We still, they had the little talks here and there, case here and there. 2 weeks ago, it was like, oh, all right. A week ago, it was like, oh, me and Pete, what going on here, boy? It was like, wait. This thing is serious. Um, and not just, I mean, we're in the athletic world, and it's like, okay, like, once we seen the NBA shut down, locked down, then we know stuff got real.
Yes. The NBA for those of us who live in the US, yeah, when we saw a couple of NBA players tested positive, a matter of fact, the week before in Europe, one of the famous coaches for one of the big teams for Arsenal, he actually contracted the disease, the virus also.
Hmm.
So I think that was the week before. And then the following week, which was the NBA, so it was actually getting home close. So definitely going to hit the Caribbean after that, and then the Virgin Islands. So yeah, this thing happened in quick time.
Y-
3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, and okay, so all right, so we're not experts on the particular virus, right? The disease, but we do
Correct.
see the scare of it and how it's affecting our quote unquote sports life and regular daily life. Because all right, you see what they say on, all right, we watch the news, we listen to the news, and we say our own news, right? So everybody knows the expert, but one thing we know for sure is that we probably should take this a little bit more seriously. And because in the sports world, we're always in a large group of people, because it's a team. You just ain't there by yourself. So you got a large group of people, and large group of people is probably, this is my assumption, is probably the bad case scenario, because you don't want to be around a lot of people, because that's how you contaminate and it just multiply.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone is rooting and shouting and cheering on their favorite player or team. So that's when I guess they say the person-to-person contact is going to be occurring. So definitely we need to take precautions, and based on what the experts are telling us, all we could do is stay healthy, build up our immune system, and wash our hands. And those of us who have underlying factors,
Hmm.
just self quarantine ourselves,
Hmm.
isolate yourself. But yeah, sports is the key, and that's the way everyone vent and get the relaxation, no matter what sport that you're into. You use sport as an avenue to relax.
Hmm.
But for the athletes, it's a business because that's their livelihood. But for us, the fans who patronize these sporting events, we just want to make sure that we see the players healthy, but we don't want ourselves to get sick. So yes, it has changed the world of sport, and we in the Virgin Islands are feeling the impact also.
It is, so let's start. So with the Virgin Islands and being, well, so I always have known us in the Virgin Islands to not necessarily be the soccer country, but in years we kind of have built up. a soccer environment there, you know. So let's talk about the different branches of soccer that we have inside of the territory. Currently. So from wait, all right. So first, do we have anything from the youths to the to masters? Like, what's our different age group leagues that we have officially right now in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, basically, we have a large umbrella when it comes to soccer in the Virgin Islands. Then our numbers will show. We actually just coming to the end of a 2 year strategic plan. Matter of fact, our board members just ratified so that we could extend it for another 2 years. We actually, when we did our analysis, we realized that we actually hitting all our numbers, all our key points. Right now, I will probably think we're probably close to being the biggest sport in the Virgin Islands in terms of youth, because we have a grassroots program that happens every Saturday morning, and from since last year no, not even last year. I kind of losing track of time. Since May 2018,
Okay.
we introduced an after school program where the kids can actually come from school, come straight to the soccer field. It is a two-part program where we have tutoring. We have academic tutors on board, education teachers from the government. They actually come and they do tutoring, and also they do soccer after. And that program is a hit. It's actually on both islands. We also have a academy where we select the elite players. Because while we open our programs to all players, not everyone is going to be an elite player.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah, we use soccer as a tool for to be a rounded citizen. Get the health aspects in place. But when we realize that we see one player that demonstrates a little more better skill than the other, we actually recognize that we needed to create a program for those type of players. So we call them the elite players. So we actually have an elite program that is actually 1 day a week on St. Thomas, and that program is going well. So I mean, we have a lot of programs for the youth. And when I say youth, I'm referring to both boys and girls.
Okay.
So as I said, we have the grassroots program on Saturdays, and we have the after-school program during the week. And also on Saturdays, which started in January 2020, we have a five-a-side league. We call it futsal. Futsal is an indoor form of soccer. Because we recognize that, for example, in St. Thomas, where they don't have a lot of large playing fields for the outdoor games.
Correct.
So we recognize there are a lot of gyms. So right now, we're actually using the DCB gym on Saturday afternoons from 3 to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for a five-a-side league, and that is a U13 and U17 league. Again, that's a tremendous hit.
I'm glad you brought up the futsal, right? We're gonna get back to some of the actual organizations. So I'm not a big I had no idea what futsal was up until last November, right?
Okay.
I went to my General Assembly meeting we had in Italy for University Sports Federation, and I was there with the Caribbean team, right? So we had delegations from Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, and all our partner islands. And they was like, yeah, man, futsal big over there in our country. And I'm like, what? Football? No, futsal. And I said, no, man, football. They said, we got it too in the Virgin Islands. They said, no, you got to play it inside of a gym. I said, wait, indoor football? I was like, yeah, I know indoor foot. They said, no. Then they showed me what a game is. And I was like, oh, this is a whole different game. But, excuse me, I think it's unique because I think it's like 7 players inside, the ball ain't that too heavy, and you really use the whole basketball floor, right?
Yes. Basically, it is basketball, but on the floor. Yes, soccer style. Basketball, soccer style. You use the same basketball court, and all we do is just put 2 goals on each end, and then we just play the ball on the floor instead of bouncing it up and down like the basketball players do. So it's actually five-a-side just like basketball, 5-a-side. We have a running clock with timeouts. You have timeouts. You have different periods. So it's just basketball, but it's being played with the foot on the floor.
On the floor. And
Yeah,
I
and
was
it's very excited because the experts, because actually they started out in Brazil. Believe it or not, Brazil is who
who came up with the
started
game.
started playing these futsal in the streets.
Yeah.
Because Brazil is such a big place and a lot of urban squirrels all over the place in Brazil. So you'll find that these players won't have access to the actual grass, so they will play these small-sided games in the streets.
Mhm.
And somehow they just develop it and bring it to realize that this can be done indoors, and that's a small history of it. So yeah, so it is very popular here, and the expert says that they actually develop players quicker because it's such a fast moving game. It's not a game where
Yes.
you can actually run with the ball or dribble with the ball. It's just a touch and go, touch here, one touch and move, touch and move. So those of us who know the sport of soccer. So it is a fast paced game, and they also develop players. So yeah,
No.
so yeah, the players, as I said, we have it at BCB on Saturdays at 3 to 5, 3 to 8, and
Mhm.
also at Free Will Gym on St. Croix from 5 to 9 on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah, I think futsal is an amazing game, especially for preparation for either or sport because they're both professional sports now. To where I guess in one off season you can still continue if you outdoor in one, you could go indoor in the other, and vice versa. And being indoor at that particular speed and making those fast cuts, you learn skills that you could actually use on the open field. Um, and
Yes,
and
yes,
and
yeah.
I'm like,
It's for the creative player because with futsal, as the coach will say, it teaches the player. So it's like certain coaches cannot coach in futsal. The player have to be creative. He have to come up with his own ways to get out of small spaces and stuff like that. So
right.
they say that's why there's certain things in futsal you cannot coach. The player have to develop all of his trickery and stuff like that. So those of you who know famous Brazilian players like Ronaldinho,
Mm-hmm.
he started out as a futsal player. So and
Mm.
even when he goes on the grass with 11 aside, you could see his futsal
His
days coming out because
yeah.
he was a very skilled player.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. It really makes sense now, and I mean, I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm not a soccer person or futsal person, but I would definitely give futsal a chance more than soccer. And the thing about soccer or football, as we say, is I ran track, but man, football is a lot of running, man. Like that's the one thing that deterred me from running that playing soccer because I was like, wait a second. My thing is like I like statistics and probability, right? Um,
Yes.
so my thing was like, well, what's the chances of how many times a person could actually score if they go up and down and actually really score in a game? And when you look at the scoring, it's really low. It's like you maybe got some games 1-0, 2-0, 3-2 or whatever.
Yes. You're correct. And that's the difference with futsal. Futsal is a very high scoring sport also. So if you want someone who love basketball that scores
Uh,
every
attempt dunk,
second
uh-huh.
you score a point. But futsal is for you. But 11 aside grass foot soccer is not like that. It is more intense. Is more There's more tactics involved, and that is where coaches get involved now. But that's when coaches can actually set up a game plan and basically stop the opposing team from scoring. But with futsal, as I said, it's mostly the players that come up with the trickery. So you'll find that um, with futsal, the margin of victory is large. Sometimes you can get at least 10 to 15 goals in a match, maybe 20, depending on how competitive the match is.
So let me
When it comes to futsal, but with the outdoor match, the 11 aside, you could find a match ending a nil-nil, and then for the new spectators, they may find that match to be boring. But for the diehards, they will find that a nil-nil, 0-0 score was an entertaining 0-0, depending on how the goalkeepers played, how the forwards played. So yeah, it's two different sports, but
it it is.
all of it has its place in the whole soccer family, believe it or not, there's futsal world championships because you said you actually witnessed it when you traveled in Europe recently.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so
Uh,
it is. The statistics have shown that like for small countries like the Virgin Islands, and the Caribbean, it is easier for us if we invest the right way to make, let's say, a futsal World Cup or even
yes.
a beach soccer World Cup because it is that easy in terms of once you put in the right development programs in place, you can
And
actually qualify for a futsal World Cup or even beach soccer World Cup also.
boy, I'm glad I'm talking to the right person today because one of my
Yeah.
things was is like how are you sports development. So we are a small country, and like we have to share all of our athletes, you know. And one of the things
Yes.
is like, you know, the smaller the sport is, the higher the chance that we have to be successful, ideally. Because, like, for
Correct.
instance, track and field, it's a team sport, yes, but it's also individual. It just takes one person to go someplace, qualify for a thing, and then they represent us in the big Olympics. Um, Volleyball, 2-on-2 volleyball, instead of taking a whole team, you take two people, boom, beach volleyball, right? Basketball now
Yes.
have turned down to 3-on-3 instead of taking a whole team of 12 to 15 guys. Now you only could take 4 to 5 guys, and you got 3-on-3 team. You still be able to represent. So the smaller the numbers is, it's a bigger chance for your country to get represented in a major tournament or world championship. And I think right now, because of how just our economy is and our population, it's better for us to kind of focus in on, not saying that we don't get shy away from the bigger sports, because we still need to learn those for sports development, but focusing on these particular sports that we could actually got really good chances of challenging the world in, and bringing us in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
even in chess, it takes one person to do chess. You know, so I think a lot of our focus should be on some of these minor sports right here, and I think we should. I mean, as time go on, we could still focus in on the bigger ones, but right now, let's do the smaller ones. Let's build up right there, focus in, and then bam! I guarantee we get some good results in there.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. You're correct, and most of the sports have mini versions of them, if you want to call it that. You just mentioned volleyball. Volleyball now actually have a program where they actually could set up something on the beach,
Yep.
you know. And I after the last VIOC meeting I attended in December, I think that's what they're planning to do right now. They want to set up their program. Um, Volleyball and then also tennis.
Hmm.
Tennis want to do something on the beach also too. So
Yep.
there's a lot of different versions of the sports, all sports. And believe it or not, they're entertaining. And cricket, cricket is a very popular sport in the world, also in the Caribbean.
Yes.
Not minor in the Virgin Islands in terms of development, but they also have a mini version of this sport also too. So you'll find that all sports, once they have there's a new format, it tends to attract more audience and also more spectators. Yes, you're correct.
Nah, that's good. And the thing I didn't even know. I knew about cricket, of course, and it being in the West Indies, but I think outside of America, cricket is right next to soccer and and the race car driving. Um, According to
Yes.
international sports, we don't have any race car drivers like that. But those are the three, to me, the three top sports internationally that, hey, people love it. We love it. And
Yeah,
I
it all depends what part of the world you're in. But cricket is very popular in Asia, the
mm-hmm.
subcontinent, India, Sri Lanka, those places,
Yes.
Australia, New Zealand, and definitely in the West Indies and certain parts of Europe. But in terms of funding, I would probably think they have a lot of funding to compete with other sports. And,
Right.
and, and I think what brought give them new life also was the new format of the sport that they developed maybe 10, 15 years ago called T20, which is, because the history of cricket was like 5-day matches. Imagine a match lasting for 5 days.
What?
That's a lot of. Imagine one match could play for 5 days. So that was like the downside of cricket. So what they did now, they came up with this new format that a match could finish in 3 hours, just like similar to like a basketball game or a
Yeah.
soccer match, you know? Yeah. So, and that's what gave cricket new life. So all sports are transforming.
You're right. They
Looking,
adapt. Gotcha.
yeah, they're looking ways to reinvent themselves, you know, to keep the audience engaged, you know? Yes.
I'm with it. Hey, so let's take a quick commercial break and be right back with President Fredericks in VIOC in action. Hey, hey. Hey, welcome back to VIOC in action. We're here kicking it, literally kicking it with President Fredericks from our Virgin Islands Soccer Association. And I really didn't understand, I really didn't notice we had so many activities going on in soccer because I just really didn't notice. I mean, I see soccer, but when you see soccer, you're like, oh, wait a second. Oh, there's soccer people over there, but not realizing what organization or what activity they're doing. And now we're here kicking it, like I said, with President Frederick. And a Prez, I really didn't
Yes.
understand it was really so much stuff going on. With soccer, like I see basketball, I see the tennis, I see the athletics, but with soccer, it's something always going on. Like it seemed like so. Um,
Yes. Actually, we actually have our men's league going on right now. We call it the Premier League, but as we said in the beginning, COVID-19 put a halt to that league. That league is actually between St. Clair and St. Thomas. So we call it the Premier League. We have the teams traveling back and forth on a weekly basis to play each other, and that is our flagship event because that is where the senior men get to play, and you see a lot of competitive matches,
so
and that league, hopefully after the COVID-19 scare is over or even calm down, hopefully that we can actually recommence that league. The matches are played on Sundays at Bethlehem Soccer Complex on St. Croix and
uh-huh.
also at Lionel Roberts Stadium on St. Thomas.
Oh,
And
so
and also
this is the men league, which is 18 and up.
Yeah, well, in this case, we usually take them at 16. So
Okay.
we try to encourage the elite players. Remember, I told you earlier we have
Right,
an elite
right.
program.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're good enough, from 15 years old, with parental permission also, they could actually play in the man league. I think that's the best term to call it the man
The
league
man
because
league, right?
I think that's what the term they use for the basketball league also. So
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
so that's our Premier League. Is actually played between the two regions, St. Croix region and St. Thomas region.
And how many
Yeah.
teams are on both regions?
This year we have 9 teams combined, 5 on St. Thomas and 4 on St. Croix. They're actually clubs.
Right.
It's not really, it's actually playing teams, but actually clubs because these clubs have to go through a club licensing process because FIFA want the sport to be professionalized and that's the direction we're going. So they must go through certain criteria to go through the club licensing process. St. Croix have a couple more dormant teams, but they decided that the going through the rigors of even trying to apply for a club licensing that they're not going to go through that this year. But um, so we have 9 clubs,
Okay.
9 teams in the league, and they play each other on a weekly basis. So you'll have one team traveling on one island, for example. One team from each island will travel weekly.
Got it. So their season is about what, 10 games or how many games in a
Well,
season?
this season, the season started in late October, and we're actually coming down to at the end of the first round. We usually have many different competitions, but we had like a knockout, like a cup competition. Those of us who familiar with soccer terminology, we had a cup competition to start the season, and then we had the Premier League that started in January immediately after festival on St. Croix,
Mm-hmm.
and that is scheduled. It was scheduled to finish in April, May. So now with this 30 days hiatus that we took for COVID-19, we're not sure exactly when it's going to
Okay.
finish. But we're going to have some meetings with the club presidents and the club secretaries to see where we go from there after this COVID-19.
Gotcha.
Break.
And I'm assuming at the end of the season with the championship. Well, where when you guys decide what island would the championship be on? Oh, well, I guess it'll be in St. Croix
We
because of
already
the stadium.
decided that the cup competition, the finals was held on St. Thomas, and then now for the league itself, the Premier League, the championship is going to be held on St. Croix.
Okay, okay, cool. And
Yeah. So
so now here I got asked now because as an athlete that want to get involved in it, is this where you guys select or give tryout to athletes who want to be part of the national team from this league?
yes, yes. Those of us who are eligible, because one of the criteria is to be able to represent the national team, you must have a U.S. passport, a
Mm-hmm.
valid U.S. passport. So all those who are eligible to play for the national team, um, it'd be wise that they actually play in the Premier League so that the coaches could see them.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of players. I would say 50% of the national team players are based off island. We have a couple of professional players playing in the U.S. We have players that plays at universities also.
Okay.
So once they could prove that they're actually playing in other regions and other leagues, they also have a chance also because the coaching staff do get in contact with their coaches and they keep track of them to see their level of fitness and if they're able to play for the national team. So, yes, the Premier League leads into the senior men's national team, and we actually just finished the CONCACAF Nations League play in November 2019,
Mm-hmm.
where the senior men played some matchings on St. Croix at the new facility at the Bethlehem complex. And again, COVID-19 disrupt a training camp and a friendly international match we had scheduled for the senior men the week of March 28th to the 29th.
Right.
No, March 24th to the 29th. Sorry, March
Mm-hmm.
24th to the 29th. We had a training camp to commence, and then we would have finished it off with an international friendly against St. Kitts and Nevis on St. Croix. So COVID-19 put a hold on to that. And
Gotcha.
we also had a international women's tournament scheduled for April 6th to the 13th. That's Easter week and Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19 actually put a halt to that. We actually had 5 countries coming into the Virgin Islands to play our women, and so it would have been six countries, including the U.S. Virgin Islands, to play in the invitational tournament. We were hoping that once COVID-19 is assessed properly, we can get permission to actually reschedule this tournament later down in the year.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. And that were 5 countries coming in, right?
Yes, we had Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Cayman Islands, Turks and Caicos, and U.S. Virgin Islands, and I think did I miss someone? But it was supposed to be
4
6
teams and
countries.
then us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that seemed like a whole international event anyway with inside itself. Like that's a good one.
Yeah. Yes. We this year promises to be a very busy one for us. Once we could get past this COVID-19 scare, we're going to be having a very busy year, and especially in the summer. We were scheduled to host a U17 tournament for boys U17 tournament. That is a CONCACAF tournament. That's scheduled for August, and also we're going to be taking part in the U15 girls. U15 girls are going to be going to Florida, ING Academy to play in a CONCACAF U15 tournament. That's where 41 countries are going to be at that tournament. And then we also have the U14 boys that we're going to be participating, but we don't know where that's going to be because everything is hinged on COVID-19.
Yeah, correct.
Those are the official tournaments that we have entered. And then come September, we have the World Cup qualifying for FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. That is going to start in September, but the draw hasn't been made yet, so we don't know who we're going to be playing against in the World Cup qualifying.
Gotcha.
And that usually runs for 3 to 4 months. So that's going to be September to November and probably possibly March 2021.
That's some activity there for sure. It's like every month or every 2 months, we definitely got something going on for sure. Um,
Yes, yes. Last year, 2019, we actually sent our national nine different national teams away for international competition. From you name it, from beach soccer to men's national team to women's national team to youth national
national
team.
team.
We actually entered nine different competitions last year, 2019. So the Soccer Association is very active. And we try to make sure we keep our youths busy and keep them engaged.
Definitely. Question. You mentioned about the youths, women's 15 and under, right? Um, so that all right. So we have it. Do we have enough women in the country to fill that team in the sport?
Well, that is. As I remember earlier, we talked about our strategic plan, and that is one of the our goals that we have on our strategic plan to increase the numbers of when the numbers and comes when it comes to women and girls soccer. Um, we find that we always had good women and girls playing, but the numbers are not where we want to see at this point in time. We right now we have weekly camps going on. We have 340 Academy in St. Croix that has a program, and then we have La Raza Soccer Club on St. Thomas that has a program, and then we have the Soccer Association. We do have a one program. So we have three major entities doing soccer,
For
girls and
women.
women's
Mm-hmm.
soccer, but combined, the numbers are not where we would like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
The boys are there. The boys are more into the sport, but the girls, it takes it's a little more challenging for us. So you will find that we can put teams together because we don't have enough to put the national team together. But in terms of numbers, in terms of putting a league together, and but
Right. The
that is the
numbers not
ultimate
there.
goal, is to increase the numbers so that we can actually play a league. Because
Right.
remember we talked about the futsal and the youth leagues earlier.
Uh huh.
These are only boys, and we want to be able to increase our numbers so that we can actually have enough, so we could actually have probably, if not 6 or 8 teams, but probably we could have 3 to 4 teams. And so what we find with the girls, it takes we need to find ways to encourage them to make sure that they don't lose focus, because we found that girls tend to lose focus, and if you don't grab the interest and keep them engaged,
Mm-hmm.
and in recent times we have created new programs for them. We have hired specialized people instead of having people that does multiple sports or
Yeah.
multiple programs. We actually hired a women's development officer, and she's engaged in actually attracting girls. So it was not a situation where we have one coach and he's coaching the boys and the girls.
Right. Right. We got a
Actually,
special. Right.
yeah. So
Specialist.
so we found that since we went that route, that the numbers have increased tremendously. And on Saturday afternoons at 4 p.m. on St. Croix, you will see those numbers increasing. So at any point in time, we would have at least 30 to 40 girls playing on
Wow.
Saturday afternoons, for only girls playing.
Right. Right.
And then, and
That's
then when we have
amazing.
an after school program again that we talked about
Right.
earlier,
Right.
you'll find a couple girls in between, because that is when they play with boys. But the after school program, they play among boys. Saturday mornings, grassroots, they play among boys. But Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m., when they're free to be themselves, among girls and females. As a matter of fact, the coaches for the Saturday afternoon programs are all female. The only male that's there is the technical director, because the technical director is someone who oversees all programs that we have.
Yeah.
But the actual coaches for the Saturday afternoon program are all females. And we found that since we went that route, that we've seen a tremendous increase in the numbers of girls participating.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I guess well, cause we know that age group 15 is when they transition into like, well, I'm a young woman now, and they in high school, and sports ain't really their thing. But I think it's good, like you said, that you found a specialist, especially a woman, a specialist to deal with this age group, because this is also the time, and this goes with other sports too as well with women, um, where you got to catch them kind of at this age, because this is when they become really good too. um,
Yes,
they
yes, yes,
they
yes.
become really
Yeah,
good in.
these girls need specialized training, and they want to be in an environment where they feel safe, and that's what we're doing right now to make them know, you know what, you guys are part of the program. We
Uh
want
huh.
you guys to succeed, and the good thing about it, that is the reason why we decided to host this international tournament where these younger girls, the 12 and the 13-year-olds, could come to this tournament and see
Other.
females probably that they didn't know that could play. You know, people that they probably
Yeah.
saw when they were growing up, and they didn't know that they were fantastic players. Because we do have one or two players in the U.S. that actually are in college. We also have some that are actually working, but those are the ones that was through the program before. So the whole idea is we want to bring the senior women on board so
Yeah.
that they could use them
An
as
influencer.
a mentor for
Mm-hmm.
the younger girls to let them know, okay, you know what, yes, I could be part of the national team program one of these days. Yes, I could get a college education. And yes, this is my role model, you know, because it's not easy for girls to get that confidence. And
Right.
if,
Right.
if we could actually bring these role models on board, these senior women, they could actually show these younger girls that, you know what, yes, I did it. You could do it also.
Do you
Yeah.
guys have any? Do you guys offer scholarships for that age group to for the interest of women?
What we don't actually offer scholarships, but what we do, because of our network is pretty big, we actually get in contact with schools and other coaches that actually request players. So like in January, I think it's either January or February 2019, we have a college combine. We have held a camp where
Mm.
coaches from three different schools in the U.S. came and look at players here in the Virgin Islands. It was held at both on St. Clair and St. Thomas. So that is what we actually do. We have enough resources and also enough contacts that we could actually send these players abroad and get them trials. You know, because either
That's
the coaches could come to the Virgin Islands or they could actually we could send a player abroad. And we have had a number of players who have interest, who was actually picked out and coaches and colleges had interest in them.
so.
Yeah.
Here's an idea that so one of the one of our, I guess, downfalls is that we share America with the Virgin Islands. So a lot of our athletes, especially in this age, live in America and they compete for clubs in America and even Team USA. Although themselves or their families might be from the Virgin Islands. So the question now is, well, at least this suggestion was, um, in trying to recruit women or other athletes, have you ever tried to even reach out to, let's just say, from NCAA, reach out to the coaching staff from all of the schools and requesting, hey, do you have any athletes there from the Virgin Islands or parents from the Virgin Islands, and see what return, because at that level there, they're already competing in university, and then now they might not even know that they, like, the Virgin Islands have a women team or trying to develop a women team. So I think that's the kind of way to you could be able to recruit. And of course, I mean, I guess it go both ways. That they might want to stay in America, or they're like, oh man, I'd be honored to be playing for the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, we do have a number of players that for both the men and the women program that come through the NCAA programs and through Virgin Islands parentage are eligible to play, and we do attract them. We do look into them, but the thing is about it is that you asked if we do have. We don't make contact directly with the NCAA, but we do get contact with our coaches
The
because we do have
coaches. Mm-hmm.
coaches, because our program is very wide, especially our men's program. Our men's program, in terms of the coaching staff, we do have coaches that live on island, but we also do have coaches that assistant coaches that work and coach in different programs in the U.S., on the professional level and also at the
Okay.
collegiate level. So they're the ones who actually would let us know, okay, who is eligible to play for the Virgin Islands. And a matter of fact, believe it or not, the women's invitational tournament that we were scheduled to host in April, majority of those players are college players, so because we don't have a lot of them that live on island.
On island,
Because
yeah.
live on island, and
Gotcha.
that's how sports is, and
Yep.
I suspect other disciplines do it, like basketball,
Yep.
because
That's that sweet
the
spot.
coach, the head coach probably coaches at a university in the U.S. Majority of the players are university, and because we we're small in terms of size, geography, so we don't have a lot to offer our players, and if our players reach the elite level, it's quite naturally they must travel off island to pursue a career in soccer or even basketball for say. So that's where funding is going to come in, and it's going to be a key. So I just want sponsors to know that once the basketball federation or any kind of sporting organization come to you for assistance, is because we really need the assistance to bring back our players to make sure we get to compete with our best players, because it's very costly to put a national team together, because at the end of the day, when we travel to represent the Virgin Islands, we're like ambassadors,
Definitely.
Everybody wants to know the first question is like the Virgin Islands, especially when you go to Latin America, like they want to know, okay, the Virgin Islands, what it's like, the questions, is like, yeah.
Hey,
So
every country has been, we're definitely ambassadors, and that's definitely something we gotta, at least our sponsors should know. It's like, dude, like we really out there representing, your help and your brand. We definitely showing you guys off. But let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in VIOC. Hey, welcome back to VIOC Action. We're here chopping it up with President Frederik about the Virgin Island Soccer Association. And the thing about it, hey, soccer, football. I mean, President? What do you guys prefer to call it? Because on the western side, soccer, and in eastern world, football. And when we travel international, at least when I'm international, I always like to use the word football. So then that way they be like, oh yeah, you talk about blah, blah. So like, how do you guys? What do you guys say?
I think it's a matter of where you are at that point in time, in geography wise, which island, which country you're in. But all of us know it as soccer. And once you live in the US, it's soccer to us. Some of us use football in between, but it doesn't really matter, because it's all the beautiful game. That's the one basic thing that we use, and we usually say to each other, we call it the beautiful game. That's our terminology. Once you say the beautiful game, everybody will know what we're referring to: soccer or football. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
so when our region is gonna host a beautiful, not a tournament, a beautiful games period, like for instance, like hosting the championship for U23, when would we see that day to host a major games?
Well, the Virgin Islands and even the Caribbean, infrastructure is our biggest issue. Right now in the region, Trinidad, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, those are the three major countries, and even also Haiti. To a lesser extent, Haiti. When you talk about hosting regional games, Trinidad has hosted a World Cup, a youth World Cup. And I think that was in 2001. But we don't really have it like that in terms of facility to host major events. But other than that, we could host mini events, and that's what a lot of countries have been doing right now, hosting mini tournaments. Even small St. Croix, or even a small facility in St. Croix, we were still limited in what we can do. We probably could host maybe one mini tournament versus other countries. But everything involves sport, involves infrastructure, funding, and federations need assistance in terms of that. And so that's where government and private sector could come in to assist. But because federations can't do it on their own. Our job is to produce athletes.
Gotcha.
Our job is not really to produce and develop infrastructure. But we and the little help that we do get from our international affiliation in this case, which is FIFA and CONCACAF, it's just to help us develop the sport per se. So if we're talking about major events, I think that is where governments will have to come in, and also the big corporations will have to come in as this also develop stadiums, because FIFA has this analogy where they said we don't build stadiums, we build training facilities. Because,
perfect. That was gonna be my next question for you. Training facilities, does that includes like, all right? So I went to a training facility in India, and there at the facility, they had like it was set up like a dorm, like a university. It was like a small university just for training, where you have a cafeteria. It's like IGM, I guess. So you got a cafeteria, you got places to host, but you go there for training. Do we have, or do you think we can? I guess we can always have it, but do you think that would be something that we'd be interested in? We have many of the football fields in St. Croix. Now, do we need some type of housing, some type of administration, like, you know what I'm saying, like, of training
Yes,
center?
I agree with you, because that is what we actually focusing on. That's part of our next strategic plan, is to increase more infrastructure. St. Croix have the land mass
Right.
based on where we're at right now. To build dormitories, because that's what we would like to do in the long term.
Yeah.
Build our dormitories, because we manage two regions. We manage the St. Thomas region, St. Thomas St. John region, and then we have St. Croix region.
Mm-hmm.
So and with a lot of inter-island travel, for different events and tournaments. Sometimes players have to overnight.
Yeah.
Those they
Right.
have to overnight. So instead of trying to get a hotel room, and most of the time, depending on what time of the year, hotels are booked out. Because
Correct.
they're limited hotels on St. Croix. So we definitely need a facility where we have dormitories and a cafeteria where the players could just
And
come in, train,
yeah,
and rest. Yeah,
and I think this could still be open up to other sports as well, because I mean, yes, it's let's say set up for football, and but other teams come in territory and might want to host some clinics or whatever it is, and that could probably, matter of fact, I think within the Olympic Committee, we might need to just do that for us, because we do that, then that way we could use it as a sense of our hospitality from that area to host athletes and coaches and clinics and whatever it is on both of the
yes,
islands.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then that
I
be
agree
ours.
with you.
It's called the Olympic Hotel or whatever it is,
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes.
and we run everything through there, and we I think, you know what, I think I have somebody that I need to talk to. So one of the questions is, this must be extremely challenging to manage both regions, though, because I mean, I could only imagine people, the community, saying St. Croix this, St. Thomas this, what about St. John? Like, you hear this, we hear it all the time, but you're the man that's there. Like, how do you do it?
Well, it's pretty tough, but the key is staff. It's and those about it. We have staff, because organization like ours that have so many programs, we just cannot do it on volunteers alone. We do have a lot of volunteers, but we also have capable staff that actually have the sport at heart, and and that's basically what it goes on to, staff, because we need to make sure that whatever we do on one island is happen duplicate on the other island. So there's no St. Croix versus St. Thomas in terms of the way we do our programs, because once it's done on one island, it's done on the other, so everything is done equally. And hence the reason why we're actually focusing now on getting a training facility on St. Thomas, because at this present moment, St. Thomas has no designated soccer field.
They don't have no space, period. You
Yeah.
um, I always envision, I'm sorry, not that they don't have any space, they have limited space, and where that
Yes.
space may be, it might not be able to put down a field there. But I guess
Yeah,
that's just a question to inquire about depending on the space. Um,
yeah, we working with the government. We actually recognize, we actually pinpointed a couple locations. Um, um, what I said earlier about St. Thomas will have no designated. Well, we have soccer fields on St. Thomas, but guess what? It's all privately owned or owned by different entities.
correct.
So the soccer association basically has to negotiate, um, get permission,
Permission, right, right.
and also so it's kind of difficult to develop the sport because that's what those fields. Well, we can play soccer on them. It is also for other sports also. So
Yes,
you find
yes, yes.
it hampering the development of the sport, and we recognize that, and the government recognize it also too because the government see the potential sports can do for the country, for the territory, and they actually want to assist us in obtaining a piece of property so we can
There.
develop it so we can get a training facility in
This,
St. Thomas.
hey, as we say, our
Yeah.
sports tourism, we have many opportunities for our sports tourism. We just need to implement the plan to get it together and working within the organizations and the government together. Cause we all, hey, it's all for us. It's all we all going for the same goal, and we definitely do need to come together on that. That as well need to be a conversation, need to be open and really put into action. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time we talk about this. We have talked about this. Many people before have talked about it, but it's too much talk. We need to we need to start putting some stuff in action, man. Definitely because I really dislike when other countries around us starting to like to progress, and we still here wondering like, well, hey, when you know what I'm saying? So, and our athletes is the one who feel it, and I think as well that's why many of them go to the mainland. Um, so the athletes end up getting the bad end of the stick, and we still over there haven't agreed on another topic. But hey, that would be another topic again for when we come back again. So, Coach Frederick, President Frederick, gotta ask, what's your comfort? What's your where can people reach you for the information or the website, for anything about football, not soccer?
Yeah, 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 yes. We're on Facebook, USVA Soccer Association Facebook page. We also have a website, usvisoccerassociation.com. You can reach us directly at our office, 340-719-9707, 719-9707. Or you can shoot us an email at usvisoccer@gmail.com. I know in this day and age, everybody tend to be on social media, so just put our name in Facebook, and you could send us a message on Facebook.
Perfect. See it there, man. Thank you again for coming. Wait, is there any last remarks, any tips you want to give to the community before we go?
Well, now that we're going through this COVID-19 scare, I just want everyone to be safe out there. Follow what the experts are telling us. Wash our hands, keep it out of face, build our immune system. Exercise. Because as a sporting organization, we tend to encourage exercise. So exercise, no matter how old you are, you could do a little stretch out here.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hands over your head. So
There
I
it
think
is.
that is a lot of exercise depending on your age too. But
Yep.
just be healthy, and then we're gonna get through this COVID-19 scare
All
pretty
right.
soon.
Practicing social distancing. It's all good, and we are good for VIOC in action.
And don't forget, you can definitely reach me at 340-719-8462 or email us at noc@virginislandolympics.org or check out the website at www.virginislandolympics.org or check out our Facebook at www.facebook.com/Virgin Island Olympics. And if you're on Twitter, don't forget to use at Team ISV. Why do we use ISV? ISV is known for our athletics. You can also use at Team VI, and that just let us know, represent the Virgin Islands, but sports related, use Team ISV. And if you catch me up on Instagram, where I can get back to you fast and quick in a hurry, at B17BOOKIE. That's me, Mr. Boy Ras Books. Check you guys next week on 107.9 FM, The Vibe. We always hit live every Saturday from 12 to 1. And of course, you can catch us back on the repeat on Monday from 6 p.m. on 970 a.m. And yeah, check us out, man. Next week, VIOC in action. Yes, I.